What are you doing?
Vinny's got a proposal meeting tomorrow for new funding, so I'm just...
I mean, what are you doing up?
You gave Rachel notes for a new floater's position.
You can thank me later by doing the dishes.
It's got nothing to do with you.
It's my job too, remember?
No, it's not. Not at the moment. Because we don't know when you'll be able to come back to work or if you ever will.
What?
Look, let's face it, Nicole. There's a slight chance you may never fully recover.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here we are.
Here we are.
Remind me why we're doing this again?
Taking things slowly. Because we're not the same people we were last year.
Kind of feels like a first date.
No, it's date number 5,000 and something.
Oh, you've been counting.
No, obviously we've been here before.
Well, we could go somewhere else. It's not too late. We haven't ordered.
No, this is fine. It's familiar.
Like us?
Like us.
Changes on the menu, I see.
Yeah, some new dishes.
Variety is the spice of life.
They should write that on your tombstone.
We should order something new. That's what I meant.
No, I know that.
Of course you do.
Hi, Chris. Rachel, do you have a second?
Not really.
I don't want to interrupt your dinner.
No, it's all right. We haven't ordered yet, so have a seat.
Tomorrow's presentation...
Your groundbreaking thingamy. Huh?
Yeah, laparoscopic colectomies on patients with multiple adhesions. Attending, we'll have the top graduating junior registrars from Columbia University. And their tutor, who's supervising them on their tour, Professor Helgard.
Should I know that name?
He's famous, isn't that right, Chris?
Famous.
He's like one of the best teaching surgeons in the States. I have to make a good impression.
And I'm sure you will, and Shortland Street will bask in your reflected glory.
So I was hoping...
He's buttering you up or something.
Is there any possibility of offering a place on our surgical training program to one of the Columbia students?
I suppose we could consider it, if it carries favour with Professor...
Helgard.
The famous Professor Helgard.
Sorry, I am interrupting, aren't I?
Oh, it's all right. It's better we do this now than tomorrow morning. You don't mind, do you?
Could we maybe take it from the top and I could rephrase it a bit? It sounded harsh, I know, but we need to talk about this, please. And we have to be realistic about you returning back to work.
Could you be any more condescending?
Well, I'm trying my best not to.
Fail.
I could smell those burgers from the driveway. Please tell me that you've saved some for me. Is something wrong?
Ask him.
Oh, please don't take it so badly.
Vinny?
Nick's gangbusters about wanting to get back to work as DON. I mentioned to her before it might not happen as soon as she would like.
When's that? 6 months' time?
Sooner than that, way sooner.
It's natural to want to, sweetheart, but you don't have to think about anything like that just yet.
Thanks for having faith in me.
We do.
Yes, of course we do.
That's the key word, realistic. You're putting too much pressure on yourself.
Wearing yourself out when you should be steadily getting your strength back.
I am not wearing myself out.
You are, and you shouldn't, because you're still recovering.
You think I'll never get there? You think that I will never be as good as I was? You actually think that?
That's not what I meant.
You know what? I can do that job better than you can, and you know it.
My special hot chocolates.
Special? It's got brandy in it or something.
We'll try it and see.
Oh, it's got the marshmallows in it.
Well, just a treat, not for every day.
It's just a wee bit sweet for me, that's all. But nice.
Well, at least I get to reap the benefits of the fit new you too. So I was thinking tomorrow morning, I've got a late start, so why don't we go and check out that new market in West Ferndale?
Go west, you reckon?
Yeah, see what they've got to offer, find a nice place for breakfast.
I don't know. I told TK I'd go for a run with him.
Well, you can postpone that, can't you?
Well, it's a bit late to call it off now.
I just thought it'd be nice after all our teenage dramas to do something together. It's ages since we had any time to ourselves.
Sure, but just not tomorrow morning, eh? Another time.
Okay.
Has she settled down a bit this morning?
No, not really. Man, I should have just kept my big mouth shut.
Oh, no, you were right. Nick has to face facts. We all do. It's a long uphill climb after a head injury. There's no sense glossing over it.
Yeah, but I still feel like the worst partner ever.
Oh, try not to. If she can get back to 100%, wonderful. But if she can't, she has to accept it. With our help. I'll pop home on my break. See if I can cheer her up.
Okay.
Vinny, hi.
Hey. I heard Clementine gave you notes to the proposal that didn't make sense. I'm sorry, there was just a bit of a mix-up.
I figured as much.
I hope that hasn't stopped us from getting the clinical coach spot.
The DHB have given us funding for part-time position.
Yes.
Are you free to go over some details now?
Absolutely.
So what happened with Clementine?
Well, it was Nick, actually. She got carried away with trying to help, and she took a wrong turn down the long road to nowhere.
Right, so you're still keeping her in the loop?
Yeah, well, she helped with the initial proposals. I mean, she's still trying to do too much, like desperately.
And she's still got a long way to go with her recovery.
Yeah.
I have to be pragmatic. I'm looking for stability and commitment in my director of nursing.
And you've got it, absolutely.
Are you sure? Because if juggling this responsibility and Nicole's needs is too hard, you need to tell me.
No, it's fine. It's just Nick just had a bad day, that's all. But we're over it and we're moving on.
Well, if it gets too much, we'll review.
Sure. But not that we need to.
Okay.
Hey, sorry for interrupting your dinner last night.
Don't think Rachel minded a bit. She was relieved to have the distraction.
Relieved? Why?
Well, she's keen for us to take things slowly. You were the perfect handbrake on things becoming too romantic, shall we say?
Oh, right.
I mean, just to relax in each other's company again. We're second-guessing everything.
Well, actually, that's kind of what I've come to see you about, second-guessing. My presentation.
Okay.
To, among others...
The famous Professor Halgard.
Yeah, unless he prefers being called Boris.
I wouldn't, but that's just me.
Followed his career for a long time. I've always thought how great it would be to train under him. If that opportunity ever came along.
You're starstruck, aren't you?
Well, I'm not taking any chances. Printed it all out on cue cards, so I can't possibly forget anything. What, you don't think that's a good idea?
It might make your delivery a bit mechanical.
Oh.
Come on, Boyd. You know colons inside out. Literally. You'll seem way more self-assured without cue cards.
Okay.
Just relax. Explain the problems you faced that made the innovation necessary and how you solved the problems. You'll be fine.
Maybe you could sit in. Friendly face in the audience.
I am way behind. I'm still writing clinical notes from yesterday.
Can't you spare an hour just for moral support? Rachel's coming. You two could bond over how I choked in front of Halgard.
Oh, damn thing.
You okay, mate?
Yeah, all good. It's just a bit of stitch.
We can skip the last lap if you like.
No, it's all under control.
Oh! No point forcing yourself, mate. Slow it down, walk it out.
That's the thing.
Easy does it, right?
I've been training for weeks. This shouldn't still be happening.
Oh, come on. It takes more than a few weeks to get properly into shape.
Yeah. All right, mister. I can run 10 Ks in my sleep.
Come on.
What do you think of the layout?
Works for me, but I'm not the one doing the presentation.
Hey, Boyd says this professor's really something.
Apparently we're lucky to have him here.
Do you think I should get him a special chair? You know, something a bit comfier?
I'm a bit early.
I didn't think you'd be coming.
Thought I might learn something.
I like your attitude.
There's always a new wrinkle when it comes to colons.
Oh.
Chris, took your advice, got rid of the cue cards. Just going to do it off the bat.
Great. You'll fly through.
Yeah, exactly.
All early birds.
Excuse me a sec.
Shouldn't you greet your guests?
I won't be long.
Have you forgotten something? Bella can get it for you.
Totally, what is it?
Oh, no, you can't do this for me, sorry.
Why, where are you going?
The gents.
Oh, right.
The traditional nervous pea.
That's not like Boyd, is it?
He's a bit scared of Boris, but he'll do us proud.
Only me.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just popped in. See if you needed anything. Where's Belly?
Katie's taken him for a walk, and what I need right now is a bit of peace and quiet so I can focus on this.
She said through gritted teeth.
Yes, so now that you've checked up on me.
I won't stay long. I just want to remind you that it's natural to feel frustrated. You want to go fast, but you're stuck behind someone towing a caravan.
What?
I'm empathizing. And sometimes you just have to be patient, sweetheart. You'll recover at your own pace, and it might not be as fast as you want it to be.
More negativity.
No, I'm being positive, but realistically positive.
I'm going to take these to my room. So I need to concentrate.
Don't move on my account. I'll just have a cup of tea and then I'll... Oh.
Right, the benefits of a laparoscopic colectomy. Obviously, there's less blood loss, and with less blood loss, hospital stay is shorter, well, likely to be shorter. On average, it's shorter by something like 3.75 days. We're still collating the figures on that one, so I have to get back to you on that. Less time in a hospital bed. This corresponds to a lower number of post-operative adverse events, such as infection, thrombosis. Oh, that's right, infection. I meant to say before that the recommendation is prophylactic antibiotics given during surgery.
Bella, could you get voice cue cards from his exam room?
Okay, we've covered the advantages pretty well. So now we need to look at some of the potential pitfalls as opposed to open colectomy, and there are some, believe it or not, such as, for instance...
Why did he leave his cue cards behind?
I convinced him he didn't need them.
This
So I put
next
Bella as
slide
a
will
risk
illustrate my point, and I do have one. Oh, hang on, sorry, this isn't meant to happen.
There seem to be some technical problems, everyone. Perhaps a short break while we sort them out.
Yeah, back in 10, everyone.
So how was she?
Still under a black cloud, sorry. And stubborn. She gets that from her father.
So what can I do to turn it around?
Oh, I wish I knew. She may have to simmer down in her own time.
Excuse me. Hey, good news.
What?
So I pitched to Rachel about a part-time clinical coach role, and I think she's going to go for it.
Oh, fantastic.
And I have earmarked you for the position.
Really?
Yeah, well, if it's something you think you're interested in.
Well, it definitely is.
Okay. Well, we'll talk specifics later.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit flat today.
I had a fight with Nick about her trying to run before she can walk.
She's being impatient about her rehab. That's only natural.
Yeah, I suppose. But she's pushing way too hard. She's determined to prove that she can still be DON, but she's just not there yet. And there's a chance she might never be.
And you told her this?
Yeah, I spelled it out in big capital letters, and now she hates me.
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't.
Well, I had to give her a reality check. It was tough love, hey? And I think I was too honest.
Honesty is always best, Vinny.
Yeah, so they say.
No, it's true. I mean, look at me and Murray. We've had more ups and downs in the share market.
Yeah. And it's because you guys are straight up with each other you managed to muddle through.
Absolutely.
Hi, just my usual things to go.
Sorry, the coffee machine's down.
No, you're kidding.
No, I wish. Something's gone wrong and it tastes like the bottom of a bird cage. Better ring the supplier.
Dana, could you give us a minute? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll nip down to the cafe and tray out there. Murray, you look stressed and tired.
Well, I've just been for a run.
And what about seeing your GP to monitor your cholesterol and blood pressure?
I've made an appointment.
But you didn't go.
Well, I had to fly to Wellington at short notice. There's just so
I
much...
can't believe I'm still hearing this from you, Murray. You need to take a break right now.
Well, I can't. I've got to get the coffee machine sorted.
Then delegate. Call your GP and book the next available appointment. I mean it.
Okay. I'll get round to it.
No, now. Or doctor-patient confidentiality be damned. I will go straight to Wendy and I'll tell her everything that you obviously still haven't.
You can't do that.
Try me. Now, book the appointment. I'll watch you do it.
Sorry about the delay. Can I get you a tea or a coffee? I suppose with all your lecturing experience, your audiovisual presentations must be very impressive.
Yes.
No, I can't find them.
Can't find what?
Your cue cards, which you need, by the way.
Well, I told you I got rid of them.
Where?
In the skip behind the Amber Bay.
Okay, plan B.
Chatty.
Yeah, he's hard to impress and I'm failing miserably, so what's plan B?
Just relax and believe in yourself. You can do this. Just address the whole thing to me and Rachel. Familiar faces, right? Just imagine you're telling us about it in the staff room.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to crack a joke or two.
Like what?
I can't tell you that. Just be funny.
And charming.
No pressure then.
Oh, look, you're on. And you can do this without notes.
Okay. Looks like we're back in business, so let's continue, shall we? Okay. One more time. The benefits of a laparoscopic colectomy over open surgery are numerous. And for patients with adhesions, these are even more pronounced. I'll go over them now. That's if my nerves don't get the better of me again. Okay. In a laparoscopic colectomy, there is less post-operative pain.
Oh.
Hey, you okay, Murray?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. It's just a headache.
Have you taken something for it?
Yeah, paracetamol just before.
Is it kicking in yet?
I'm fine.
Hey, why don't you just take a seat for a minute?
I'm on my way to see the new GP. I'll sit.
Murray? Hey, out here, give me a stretcher, please.
Changing of the guard.
No, I just came to pick up some lunch.
And check up on me.
Yeah. 2. One other thing.
What?
A hug.
Okay, I suppose.
Yeah, it's better. We're in this together, you and me.
I know. Nothing a nightmare.
You're not a nightmare. But you're right about one thing.
What's that?
I'll never be as good a DON as you. It's part of my problem.
You are good. You're very good. I was just lashing out and being a stupid, spoiled brat.
Yeah, you brat. But Nicole Miller, I ain't. I mean, she made their job her own.
Yeah, but she was almost another person.
No way, you're still my Nick.
That job made me grow up, Vinny. I finally stopped being the party girl nurse who dodged responsibility. I had to step up, and I did. It changed who I am, in a good way.
Well, that's great.
Except if I can't fully recover from the accident, I might never have that job again. And if I'm not that person anymore, then who am I?
Murray, what are your symptoms, mate?
It's just a headache.
Right-sided, with blurred vision and weakness in his left arm.
I'm feeling better than I was 5 minutes ago.
Okay, we'll get you something for the pain, okay? You're most likely going to need a CT scan.
What's happened?
He collapsed.
Well, we better get you to CT pronto. It could be another TIA.
Doc, I was on my way to the doc, promise.
Yeah, he was just outside the hospital.
Lucy, can you find Wendy quick as you can and try to get on the phone?
Yeah.
I will put a line in, and I'll need a full set of obs, please.
To get here, we had a stat CT head. Highest priority.
Am I going to be all right?
Just try and stay calm, okay? You're in the right place, and Wendy will be here soon. Now, can you squeeze my hands?
I'm gonna go and have a lie down.
All right, you do that. Katie will be back in 10 minutes, so I'll wait. Check if Belly's all good.
But you'll be late back to work.
You just let me worry about that, you.
Okay.
Hey, Wendy speaking.
Hey, Wendy, it's Vinny. You able to do me a favour?
Well, you can try your luck.
Hey, I want to spend more time with Nick for a few days. Are you able to cover for me?
Well, I can today, but I'm planning a weekend away with Murray, so...
Oh, right.
But if I help you out, maybe you can give me the time off I need?
Sounds fair enough to me. Hey, you were right about putting my family first and keeping it honest.
It's only common sense, really. See ya.
Wendy.
What?
It's Murray. He's in ED. He collapsed.
Thank you, Professor Halgard. I really appreciate that.
Please, call me Boris.
Oh, thank you, Boris. Just mentioned to Professor Halgard, Boris, that we'd like to invite one of his students onto our training program, and he's keen.
Great.
Guess what else?
What?
He's invited me to visit him at Columbia.
I hear wedding bells.
I'm in such a good mood, I will ignore that. But thank you for your pep talk.
And his cunning sabotage.
What?
The malfunction, I just wanted to buy you some more time.
Well, thank you. It worked a treat.
Well done, James Bond.
Oh, I had to do something. It wasn't my fault he ditched his cards.
Well, it was sweet you rescued him. It's kind and generous.
Oh, shucks.
So are you free for dinner tonight?
Another date?
Yes, please.
Well, I'll have to check my diary.
Well, you better be available, mister, or this whole thing could start going backwards.
Oh, we can't have that.
No, we can't.
Okay, Murray, you're good to go. Now I'll see you when you get back. It won't take long.
Okay, whatever you say.
What happened?
I might be having a TIA.
What are your symptoms?
A weakness in his left arm, blurred vision.
And the worst headache ever, just like last time.
What do you mean last time?
It's happened before. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
When?
A couple of weeks ago.
You've been keeping this secret from me.
With your new job and everything, I thought if I took better care of myself, I'd be sweet.
You can go up to CT with him if you want.
Will you?
I knew something was up. The new routine, this lifestyle change, I knew there was something else, but I thought it was me. I kept telling myself I was being stupid, but you kept telling me that things were fine, and I knew they weren't. But I tried to believe you. You could have died. And I wouldn't have even known you were sick.
I'm sorry.
No! How could you do this to us?